I'm looking at them as a team that you really don't want to trade chances with. Is that oversimplifying things, or is that a fair way to put it?
Yeah, I mean, I think they have some highly skilled guys that you know, if you give them a lot of time and space, they have some sharpshooters. But I think you look at the team. I mean, they're very well structured. They're very aggressive on the forecheck. They have big defense. They have defensemen that like to be able to pinch down the wall and try to keep pucks in. And you know, I think the combination of that, there's good variety on their team. I think they have a good, they're a well-built team just as far as having different components in the lineup, and they play the game hard.
But the reason I sort of phrase it like that is because they've given up more goals than most of the playoff teams in the conference. Do you think that's a style of play thing? Like you mentioned them being aggressive.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if it's a style of play thing at times. I think that's something we'll look at a little bit more. But for us, it's not so much that. It's more of, you know, trying to want to have a good idea what their real strengths are first.
I gotcha. I wanted to ask you about. I guess we might as well go down some guys who were practicing today. Kapanen's good.
Yes.
All right. Ruop, he was very irregular.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna see how the week of practice. I mean, he's cleared, but he's got to get. You know, he's been off for a long time here, so we'll see how he does throughout the week.
How about McNeil? How close is he to coming back?
He should be full tomorrow, but we'll see.
So, are you even getting more options now, even with Pittsburgh not having done anything? Is that picture getting more crowded?
It is, and you know that's what we had talked about. I think earlier when you know, sometimes 2 weeks ago it looked, you know, like no regulars were going to be there, but you also know that things are going to come back, and hopefully a couple guys get healthy in Pitt, and then that always, you know, puts a situation where there's a possibility we can either get someone down, but that's down the road. But with the group we have here now, you know, you have two guys that have been with us, you know, for over 2 years, and Rupp and McNeil, that look as though they're going to be ready to go.
All right. The only guys who didn't practice, Rost and Brzanovic, is that it?
Yes, that's correct.
And those guys are week to week?
Week to week.
Is that a fair way to put it? We're ruling them out for this weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, both guys. Yeah.
All right. Now, even no matter who gets in on defense, there's a little bit of youth there. There's a little bit of youth all throughout the lineup, even in goal, for instance. So with that in mind, what do you need a guy like Kostopoulos to do? A guy who's played 90 playoff games.
Yeah, I think the big thing is our guys know how to play. You know, when you get to this point and where we're at in the season, we've had these younger guys all year. So as far as understanding how to play the game and what we want to do and being able to impact the game, that should be there. The big thing now is as leadership, as coaches and older guys, it's understanding the different dynamic of the playoffs. So now you're in a series, and sometimes there's, you know, guys that are going to go after you. There's going to be understanding how a series goes along, and a lot of times those are the differences in series. You know, a lot of times it's just the management of things. You have to play real solid hockey, but then there's other little components to it that you want to make sure that as a team you're well aware of mentally.